Hello everyone, Craig Warrack here, and I guess you know why I'm here. I'm just going to read out something, because obviously this happens when I try and ad-lib. But it is with deepest sorrow and a profound sense of personal loss that I have to report that my dear friend, and indeed a friend to so many of his viewers out there, Webb, passed away unexpectedly on Friday the 26th of August 2016 at the age of 40. Okay, I'm going to get better from this point on. Glenn was a pillar of the action figure fan community and beyond, someone to look up to, a friend to feel close to no matter the distance between us, an entertainer, a talented and trained artist, and an insightful reviewer, among many other wonderful things. Glenn was looking forward to reaching 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which he sadly did not make it to see. But his channel has now way surpassed that goal, thanks to everyone. Glenn did have more videos in mind, of course, including one to celebrate reaching that milestone, but we will unfortunately not be able to see those. Viewers of his channel will notice that one of his videos was published last night, or this morning, depending where you are. Before his death, Glenn had scheduled that video to go live. At this time, neither myself or his family have access to his YouTube account to publish anything, and we don't know if he had any further videos scheduled to go live, so if you do see them pop up all of a sudden, please enjoy them. We will eventually get access to these things, but these things take time. I'd just like to briefly talk about how I came to know Glenn and how I looked up to him as a friend. Glenn and I first met online in 2008, I think, when we connected through a fellow British customiser, Ben Hazelhurst. His customising name is Wings. Glenn and I chatted online for years and became good friends, sharing customising experiences and tips, and our shared knowledge of random Marvel Comics lore, the Marvel Legends figures, of course, and childhood action figures. But it was in 2011 that we actually collaborated together, holding an ACBA contest, and Glenn historically made his very first appearance in front of the camera lens for that video here on YouTube. But there was no stopping Glenn from that point. His YouTube channel continued to grow through tons of hard work and effort. Glenn was never satisfied to just ad-lib or point the camera at something and wing it. He took great pride in thinking carefully beforehand, finding insightful things to say and an entertaining way to deliver it. In the real world, for a change of scenery, Glenn moved from London, England, to here near Edinburgh, Scotland, where I live, and we became close friends in real life. I can definitely say I was jealous of Glenn having the guts and determination to do what he loved for a living. But it was clear that it was still a proper full-time job for him, and it was never just a hobby as it is for me. Glenn was always keeping an eye out for ways to improve his work and entertain his fans. He was always so supportive to everyone who contacted him, offering frank and useful advice to anyone who wanted to better their own reviews on YouTube. And it's very clear that he inspired so many of us. My fondest memories of Glenn will be toy hunting with him, seeing midnight premieres of Marvel movies and talking about it afterwards, and just hanging out with him. We had so many laughs during those times that we decided to share a few of them with others, and we recorded our podcast, Articulation Assembled, together. And it was during recording those podcasts that it was a delight for me to get a glimpse of his fame and popularity. When listeners would contact us, he was truly a really popular guy who gave every comment and email and suggestion due attention and consideration. Since his passing, many have already reached out with comments and messages across social media, sending very kind wishes and looking for answers about how and why this happened. Well, we aren't completely certain right now, but it was completely out of nowhere. Glenn died suddenly in his sleep, expected to be due to one of those sudden internal things that could happen to any of us at any time. He was healthy, happy, and fully looking forward to meeting the people he wanted to meet at New York Comic Con, to making more of the videos his fans wanted to see, enjoying all the action figures coming down the line, and to spending more time with his family for many, many, many years to come. Glenn wasn't sick or in ill health. He wasn't depressed or stressed. His death was a tragedy, and it may take time for medical investigations to reveal anything, and there's no guarantee that they will. As fans and friends, it's important for us to remember that Glenn was a very private person who rarely shared details of his personal situation or family life. It is our duty as fans and friends not to invade that privacy that he held so dear, and to realise that as upset as his fans and friends may be, our hurt cannot compare to the loss his family feel. I hope you will join me in sending our fondest thoughts, wishes and condolences to Glenn's family and those closest to him at this very difficult time. The family have already watched videos here on YouTube from people reacting to Glenn's death, and they have been genuinely moved by them. The community has been so kind, and it is all hugely appreciated. There is a GoFundMe that's been arranged called Remembering Glenn Webb. I'll put the link in the description below. And it has already raised a staggering amount of money that will go towards the funeral. We expect Glenn's videos to remain here on YouTube for us all to enjoy, and for the money and revenue from those videos to continue going towards his family. His PO box will be closing eventually, so it's unlikely that anything you send there will reach the family. I expect his social media accounts will close or be memorialised, so please, if you have comments to make or condolences to offer, please do so on his YouTube videos. Glenn would have edited that out. He'd be like, cut, take 2, don't do it in one take, get it right, but here we go. His videos remaining here means that we will be able to come back and enjoy all the hours of laughs and entertainment Glenn left us. This is YouTube though, so there will of course be haters and trolls. We've already seen some of them on some videos. Please don't give them the time of day, and just respond with Glenn's famous sign-off catchphrase. And speaking of which, there is really no other way to end something about Glenn. So please join me in one final farewell. My thoughts are with you all. We love you, Glenn. Pour on the power. Come on. Better than that. Bye.